Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's good to be back. We got hit with a pretty nasty stomach bug, but it's gone now and I'm ready to get back to work. Super excited. So today's project's a little different because this can be used. Here, let's see. Do I have something dark I can put this on to make it really pop for y'all? These can be used either individually to put into pockets, or they can be glued into a journal. Let me show you this one. Now, I love the idea of gluing this into a journal. So this, let me show you. This is a coin envelope. So we've got a pocket there. And then I've got a tuck here. So you can tuck things in. And if you glued this envelope into your journal just here and here, like this, we would have another tuck like that. And that's great. It looks awesome. So it's all about adding texture and interactiveness to a journal, right? So we don't need our journal out to make these. And I love the idea of it. I hope y'all do too. So these little coin envelopes, you can probably find a few different places. I got these at the Dollar Tree, and they're kind of hard to find at the Dollar Tree. Like, I'd gone, I think, several times before I found a packet, and I happened to find a packet like thrown into a box of other things, and I was all excited. I was like, yay, I wanted some of those. So, I think, obviously, if you went on Amazon, you could have them immediately, but I wanted the dollar ones. Now, these are pretty small. It's funny because I had another packet, apparently, but 2.24 inches by 3.5 inches. Obviously, this idea works for any size. You can even use a big envelope to do this, like a bigger envelope. So, let's go ahead and get started. This takes a fair number of different things. If you want to do it exactly the way I did it, but I don't think you need to. I'm going to give you the idea and then you take a look at what you have. And so I'm using some stamping. I've got some washi tape. I've got some label stickers. I've got some pretty paper. I've got some punches. But take what you have and sort of build on, the concept in the way that you will, like. Okay. So the first thing I do is I've got these little tiny pages. And I'm going to pick, you know what? Let's just grab this rose one. We're using a lot of roses in this journal. And I've got some index card. The reason I'm using a piece of index card is because these are pretty flimsy. They're just little pieces of decorative paper. So I always have some of my tea-dyed index cards that kind of go a little wonky. So I'm going to use one of these. And I'm just going to start by gluing this to this index card so that it'll be dry and ready by the time I cut it. So let me just get some glue on here. I'm using my Art Glitter Glue. It is my favorite. But use whatever glue you got. You could probably even use glue stick for this, but okay. There we go. And I'm just going to let that sort of dry and do its thing. And that way, when I go to cut it, it's ready. Okay. So the first thing I did was my stamping. I've got a whole bunch of stamps, but I tend to use, honestly, I tend to kind of use the same stamps over and over again rather than changing it up all the time. I've got this big stamp that I like. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a Post-it. It's like a postage postcard. So it's got all these different elements. What I love about it is I can use like a piece of this or a piece of that rather than the whole thing. So I am I'm using the back side of my envelope, and that way when it's glued down into my journal, they can get in and out of this. If you use this side, they can't quite see that it's an envelope. Does that make sense? So I'm going to get some ink. What color do we want to use with this pink? It might be kind of fun to do like a purple. Let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. That's what's great, since you're doing this in advance. Like if for some reason you didn't like it, you just save that envelope and use it. Like if it didn't work in the journal you're working on now. Okay, here's my purple. This is Villainous Potion. I don't think I've really used this one a lot, so it'd be fun to change it up a little. Okay, let's see. So we're definitely doing that portion. Okay. And, I probably should just do the whole thing rather than like, okay. Okay. I like to kind of make it look a little kind of crazy, but, that's just me. You do. I know some people like it much more organized. Okay, so I'm going to get that out of the way. And, I kind of want a little brown on here just to... There. Okay. I know it looks really messy, but most of that's covered up. So we're good. Okay. So let me get back to this piece. So this is all nice and dry now. And I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to use my paper trimmer because it's easiest for me. My birthday is Monday. But my husband says we have to celebrate it Saturday or Sunday because Monday's a work day. And I said, well, that's fine as long as you have to take me out to dinner Monday then. Poor guy. I'm high maintenance. Okay. There. That looks really good. Super easy, really good. Okay. So for Christmas, my sister sent me this little punch. And I love, love, love it. I don't know. Okay, you guys can't see it. But it makes that really pretty corner. And it's got a little cutout in there. And it made me so happy. So I wanted, in fact, that's how I decided to make these, is I really wanted to use my new punch. So I'm punching 2 corners. I'm going to punch one corner here and 1 corner here. So the opposite corners, because that's just the way I like it. I think it's kind of fun to do just part of it. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me get that back in there. It didn't cut all the way. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Can you see that? I don't think you can see that very well. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the other corner. There we go. It needs just a little more, I think. Okay, there we go. So now I've got these 2 decorative corners. And it's going to go like this. Sorry, let me turn it the right way. Like that. Okay. So I'm going to glue, because this is going to be a tuck. So something can go in here. So I'm going to glue down here and then across the bottom, okay? I think I should ink that first, though. What do y'all think? Don't forget to do your inking, which is something I don't do it nearly as often, but I used to when I first started. all the friggin' time. I was like, oh man, I forgot to ink. Okay, here we go. Just makes everything pop. And I'm using Vintage Photo, Tim Holtz, Vintage Photo, Distress Ink. I know, you guys are like, we know. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to put, hold on. I always have to think this side and this side. Okay. There we go. And let's get, I want a little tiny bit of that border to show along the bottom. Okay. Yeah, right there, I think. There. Okay. So now I've got my tuck. Looking good, right? Okay. And for mine, what I did was I just really kind of had fun with some of my washi tapes and my, like, I'd gotten some of these little fragmented text things. And then I've got a collection of stickers. Okay, by the way, guys, I just wanted to give you a heads up. I found these at the Dollar Tree yesterday. Was it yesterday? Last time I was out. I don't know if you can hear. Just if you're into floral, these silicone stamps. So I found these ones and these ones for $1.25 each. So if you're into it, run by there and grab yourself a set. I try anytime I go to the dollar store just to breeze through the scrapbook aisle or the art aisle because you never know what you're going to find. So I'm going to take a look and see what I've got in here. Because I think what's fun about these is sort of, so like on this one I used a piece of scrapbook paper. Maybe I'll do that again. We'll see. But I like sort of mixing some patterns together. Or I think I'm going to use this piece. It's kind of fun. So just sort of a word label because I just want this sort of like vintagey, you know, almost like it went through the mail 100 times. And these ones are stickers, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to put this one there. And just get in there. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And I want to use one of these darker ones, I think. How about one of these? What do y'all think? It's kind of coming together, huh? And then for this top, because I don't want it to look completely unfinished. Let's see, do I have... Let's see. I got one of these. I like that. And let's see. Let's see if we have some funky washi tape. Yeah. This is a washi tape that came in one of these sets, and I love it. I don't even remember what set I got it from, though. Okay, so I'm going to, I don't need all this. So I took a piece off. I'm going to ink it. And this just, you know, these coin envelopes are fun. Sometimes I buy things, though, and I can't quite think. Like, I'm like, oh, I have all of these, whatever, coin envelopes or whatever it is, postcards, and I'm like, oh, I can't think of what should I do with them. So sometimes it's nice just to get started, and you're like, oh, that's what I'll do with them. So I'm going to put that piece there. Where's my book page? Here it is. Hopefully this angle's better, this angle on the camera. Okay. Bless me. Sorry. Okay. So I got that one. Hold on. Is that straight? No. Okay. So I got that one there. And then maybe we put... Do I have another dark brown one? See if that'll work. Sorry, guys. Maybe we put a piece going that way. I like that idea. I find, like, you know, it's sort of like creating different directions. Give it, you know, like when you used to see those suitcases that had stickers all over them. It's like controlled chaos, I guess. Okay. And I'm actually going to put, yeah, there we go. I like that a little better. So I'm going to put some glue on this. Now, I don't want to go past that crease, right? Because I still want this to be able to open and close in case they want to. So I'm making sure that I don't go past it. Yeah, still closes. Just something to keep in mind. Okay. And then, like I said, I have this really fun washi tape. I think I'm going to use a piece of this. Now, I like that orange part the best. It's my favorite. And I think it'll look fun on here. So, I'm going to cut a piece of that off. And, you know what? Trying to decide how I want that. I think I'm going to do it like this. Yeah. Okay. Put some glue down because washi tape, it just starts to lift if you don't put some glue on. And that's no fun. So I've got this excess stuff on the back. I'm just going to cut this off. I'm saving my washi tape on my board. And there we go. Okay. And let's ink the outside of our envelope and take a look and see if we feel like that's enough. I think it's kind of fun and grungy in the way that I want it to be grungy, like a delicate grungy. Okay. I always like to come a little further on those corners because I feel like that's how paper kind of ages naturally. Did we get? Yeah. And I'm going to ink. I'm going to pop that out like that so I can ink right in there. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I do. I like it. Okay. So what I'm going to do I'm just doing the one with you because, so there it is. So much fun. Here's our journal. And we were way back here. Yay. So exciting. So exciting. Okay. And I had this right here. Okay. I think I want it. Trying to decide if I want it. Yeah. I'm going to do it here. Let me see. Do I have some? I still have a little of this tape on. I'm just going to trim that off. There. Okay. So I'm going to glue along the bottom and up the side because I do want to use this as an additional tuck. Because I'll put journaling paper in there. I try whenever I take journaling space away to find a way to add it back in because that's just important to me. It's not important to everybody. Some people use their junk journals for complete, like just drawing or collecting things. So I just like to use mine for writing. So, and I think, yeah, I'm going to leave a little space down at the bottom because I just think that's kind of fun. Okay. Okay. So that's in there. Okay. So we could put a card in. We could put some extra journaling paper in. I don't have any right here with me, but here, we'll just throw in a couple index cards so you can see what that would look like. And then we've got our little pocket that we could throw in some goodies. Throw in some stickers just so we can see what it looks like. Maybe we do that one and that one. And then we've also got our envelope here that we put more in. So again, I try to keep them simple but interesting. But I think that's just a fun piece on a page. They still have journaling space here. I would add some pretty pages back here so that they can pull them out and write on them. It's a really great use of those coin envelopes. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe, or just the like, or just the subscribe, whatever you want. It just, you know, it gives me the vote of confidence to keep going, and it lets YouTube know that I'm doing something right, which, you know, is a good thing. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks.